Hi, welcome back to another People I Meet. Normally these videos force me to put on makeup or get dressed or at least do one or the other. And today I haven't felt like doing either, apparently, or even brushing my hair. Whatever, it's fine. So one of my friends asked why I didn't do a People I Know Who Are Awesome thing. Alright, couple of reasons. One, I know a lot of awesome people. They're way more than a single serving thing, and it would bore people. Honestly, I could tell you all day long about how my friends are cooler than yours, and really it would bore you. And the reason I think it would bore you is because if you don't have awesome friends, it's because you suck. You suck as a person if you don't have kick-ass friends. That's just all there is to it. All right, so let's go on to stalkers. Every female has had one, right? Or a harasser or something, right? Like it's the price you pay for being born with a vagina, and it sucks. And my stalker wasn't really a stalker, but I didn't know that. It was very confusing. I got this phone call at my work for like weeks, right? Every day, but never on my shift. So he was kind of a crappy stalker. And I was told to call Jeff. Never given a last name, just Jeff. So I would call the number that this guy gave whoever answered the phone. And it would always be, okay, it was back before cell phones, always be given the beep, 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 wrong number. I'm like, is this like some sort of a prank? Because this is stupid. The only reason I thought he was a stalker, though, was because one day I got home from work and, this wasn't the days before cell phones. No, it wasn't. But this guy didn't have my cell phone. Yeah, that's right, no, because where I was living at the time was not before cell phones. Not that old, even if I do live here. Okay, so one day I got home from work, and where I was living at the time was like in the back of this little house that honestly you didn't know it existed, and you most certainly didn't know I lived there unless you knew me and you knew I lived there. So I come there and there is a bag of dog food at my doorstep, and now I'm like, oh crap, this dude who's been calling me at work knows where I live and that I have a dog. So I freak out and I call my dad and I'm like, Dad, I've got this like stalker or something at work and he's been calling me and now he left me this dog food. And my dad's like, would you calm down? I brought you that dog food. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for the dog food. I'm not that hungry. Just kidding. My dog loved it. So my harasser was much more annoying. He would call like 10 times an hour. This was the time before cell phones, and I did live with my parents. And he was of the mentality, I think you're beautiful, so I own you. And he would call, I am not kidding you, 10 times an hour. And again, I'm polite even when men make me uncomfortable, and I'm, whatever. And so I'm like, you know what, please don't call me back. I'll call you if it's important. And he still never got the idea that he wasn't supposed to call me. And then the phone rings again right after I hang up, and my dad is like, can I handle this? Sure. My dad's a pacifist. He is, I'm pretty sure, the only Republican who doesn't own a gun. I kind of want to call the RNC and be like, you got a rogue one. But I haven't, because it's fine. I don't care that much. And I never heard from that guy again, so I'm pretty sure that my father was not a pacifist during this conversation, so that was nice. So, like I said, every female has had at least one stalker, one harasser, one something unwelcome. One day in law school, we're talking about this, and Nona talks about her stalker, and we're like, and she's giving us, like, telling us all the crazy things he's doing, like creeping up to her second floor window or whatever, right? And we're like, whoa, that's weird. Did you call the cops? Did you do something? And she's like, no, I found it flattering. And I'm like, then that's not a stalker. Why didn't you just ask him out then? And she was like, well, I don't remember why she didn't ask him out actually. But if someone is stalking you and you find him attractive and it's flattering, I don't know if that really counts as stalking. So she was weird. Here's one that isn't. I've got another stalker story of mine. This is somewhat morbidly embarrassing. In college, I was substitute teaching, and my bathroom window was like right at boob level. And one day I heard laughing outside. So I looked outside, and I kid you not, there's like 4 15-year-olds sitting on the curb eating popcorn. They had memorized my schedule. And freaked me out, and I just, like shut the window and, yeah, no big deal. I mean, it was kind of a big deal. Honestly, I did kind of feel violated, even though they didn't see my face, and I didn't want to put a face to my boobs, especially since they might have been my students, because I would come home and shower after work before I went to school. I was going to grad school. And one of my friends was like, well, how come you didn't go yell at them? And I was like, because I didn't want them to see my face. What I should have done, I didn't think of this until after the fact though, was go find some 400-pound dude who had boobs as big as mine and have him go yell at them and be like, hey, you perverts looking at my titties. That would have been hilarious, but I didn't think of it at the time. So, anyway, stalkers, harassers, don't do it, guys, really. Here there is no difference between a nice guy and a stalker, okay? Just don't. Except now we have Facebook and people check in. Back in my day, you had to put some legwork into your stalking. Seriously. So people make it really easy now, and so you really don't even have to go out of your way to stalk people. So harassing people, like I said earlier, in a difference between a nice guy and a pervert was timing. There is no difference. There is no line between a nice guy and a harasser, because they are completely different breeds of animals, okay? Don't be a harasser, okay? Just don't. But do be one of those big guys if you got the goods, if some woman asks you to help her out. Oh man, I really wish I'd thought of it then and knew somebody who fit the bill. I met somebody who fit the bill, but another single serving, well, meet's a strong word. Remember the bank story, that really hot guy, right? Well, the next week I was back at the same bank with my mom and my sister, and I was telling them about this really hot guy that I had missed my opportunity because I was an idiot. And my sister pointed out a hot guy and said, was it him? And I was like, oh no. And I pointed out this, probably 450-pound dude wearing a mustard-stained wife beater and Daisy Dukes and, 3 teeth, they're all silver, right? And I was like, it was that guy. My sister laughs because obviously I'm kidding. And my mom says, oh, I think he's married. I guess trying to let me down gently or something. I don't know. And I was like, good ones always are. I think to this day, my mother truly believes that that's my type. Okay, just to let you know, your wife beater needs to be clean, okay? Clean your wife beater, all right? All right, until next time.